Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to do the experiment on with liquid density, and we're going to do a little demonstration here with hot water and cold water. Now, what I have here in front of me that you'll see in a couple minutes, I have 2 jars of cold water. I got 2 jars of very hot water. So if you're going to do this, make sure you're very careful when you put this together. And the first thing I want to talk about, you look on your page, this would be the density lab, and it should have the following terms: mass, volume, density, and the formula for density. We've all had that before, and just to remind you, I want to give you the formula for density. D is equal to M over V, or density is equal to mass over volume. You can write this in on your sheet right there. It's, I believe, the 4th line down that you can fill in. All right. You're going to need this to calculate density as you move forward. You've had it in the for solids as well, so it's the same formula. It's just a reminder. You can write that down. We've talked about mass and volume and what density is earlier, so you can fill those in after we go through the experiment. Now, you look down. It says, explain what you observe when the food coloring is put into the jars. Now, I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. All right. Here are my 4 jars. I have cold water, I have hot water, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the food coloring in each of the jars, and I want you to tell me what you observe as I put the water in. What happens to the food coloring as it goes down? Let's move these back so you can see them a little bit better, all right? And just watch what happens to the food coloring. How is it going through the water? Tell me what you see. Tell me what you believe is happening. Okay? Okay? Yeah. See all that? Now I'm going to do the hot water, which is red food coloring. Makes sense. Blue cold, red hot. All right? I want you to show me, or write down what you see and observe here. Are they similar? Are there differences? Tell me what you see. Okay? Tell me what you're watching. I want you to, basically, this is working on our scientific method of observation, and you're going to be telling me what you're making your observations on part of the experiment, so you can base those observations on the questions we ask a little bit later. All right, I'm going to move these to the back. I'm going to do these 2. Same thing. Cold water on the over here, hot water here. I'm going to do these at the same time, so maybe you get a better view of what is happening. Okay. So we're going to add the food coloring on each. Okay, what is the differences? What are the similarities? What do you see as the water is moving through, as it's dissipating through the water? What's happening to the food coloring? That's what we call dissipating through. It disperses or dissipates into the water and spreads out. What do you see? What do you see? Okay, and as you're writing that down, I'm going to have you think about this. What we're going to do on the next page, on the page 2, it says hot water above cold water and cold water above hot water. What I'm going to be doing is putting one of these jars on top. The cold's going to go above the hot in one experiment, and the hot's going to go above the cold in the other experiment. Before we start that next video, I want you to make a prediction of what do you think is going to happen. What do you think you're going to see when you have that demonstration and how it's going to play out? So you're going to make a prediction now, or a hypothesis of what you're going to see as we move forward. Go ahead and do that, and we'll come right back with the next part of the demonstration.